think for us, you talked a little bit with Brandon, and we're a little bit undersized this year. I mean, we've had some injuries with some big guys, and I think it really boils down to energy. It boils down to playing good man-to-man defense, help defense, pushing the tempo a little bit. I thought our depth was a little bit better than theirs tonight. Their kids played really hard, and I think they got tired because we were a little bit deeper. And, when you get tired, you tend to make more mistakes, and shots don't go down, and things just happen. And so, it's really about energy, both on the floor and on the bench, and getting our guys to understand that it's really about playing as hard as you can play for 3 minutes. We're not going to play any harder than any other team. It's really about us playing as hard as we can play, and then getting the next guy on the floor, let him play as hard as he can play, and just play off of each other. So there was some good things tonight. I thought our energy was good. We had a little bit of a couple of dips in the first half and the second half, and we got to work our way through that. But I thought our bench energy was pretty good. I thought the boys played well tonight.
You talk about playing hard. Sometimes when you play hard, lots of fouls are called. Tonight, obviously, no exception. I think it was it ended up almost, I think, over 50 fouls between the two teams. How do you kind of, preach playing hard, but also at the same time playing smart to these guys?
Well, I think we do talk, and those are the verbs and the words that we use exactly. I mean, I think the new hand check rules that they've put into college basketball, we're still getting used to them, obviously. So many of our fouls were just hand check fouls. So many of them where we were a little bit out of position. And it's our job as coaches to continue to work in practice, to help teach, because our goal really is we don't want to put teams in the bonus in either half. We definitely don't want to put them in the double bonus, and I think in both halves they were in a double bonus 8-9 minutes into the half. So we've got some work to do that way. Playing hard, playing smart, playing together, those are the kinds of things we talk about. So we've got some work to do. We fouled a lot, they fouled a lot, they went to the free throw line a lot, we did too. And in good, close, tight games, you don't want to put people on the free throw line. That just gives them, the time is not running and they're shooting free throws. It lengthens the game, and we don't want to put teams in that position.
Some people might look at a team that's undersized, and say, well, that's not a good thing. But what are the positives to having maybe an undersized group? How do you spin that and kind of look at it and say, you know what? Yeah, we don't have the size that maybe other teams have, but we have this. What are the positives to maybe having a smaller lineup?
Well, I think the spin is that our guys have to understand that when they block out, if the guy's bigger than they are, and they are at a lot of positions, we have to make contact and move them out a step or two further than they want to be. So it's really on our guys. I mean, we can do those kinds of things. We played Sauk Valley the other night, and they were big, and they were strong, and they were good. And I think we learned some lessons that night, that if you don't really work hard to get a body on somebody and move them back a step, they kind of took it to us a little bit. I mean, and it was kind of like men among boys at times. So I think that we learned some things from that game. We can take that forward. Are we going to play bigger teams the rest of this year? Yes, probably all year. But, the advantages for us might be that they've got to come out and cover our guys too. And guys that might be fairly good off the dribble and might give us some options. But bottom line is we've got to do a great job of blocking out and trying to limit teams to one shot, take care of the ball. I think we did a pretty good job of that tonight. Our assist-to-turnover ratio was pretty good tonight. We shot the ball fairly well tonight. I didn't think we had shot the ball well in 3 games this year so far. And we're a better shooting team than we've shot it so far. And I think tonight that came out a little bit. We shot the ball a little bit better tonight.
Finally, it's at least a couple games here before you get back for your second home game. What's the one thing that you'd really like to see this team improve upon prior to returning to the home gym?
I think for us, it's all about defense. I mean, we haven't been very good defensively this year, and we work real hard on it in practice. And it's really about guys doing their job, knowing that there's four guys in help position behind them. We have to get better defensively, and we work on that every day. So we play Olive Harvey on Saturday. They've gotten off to a great start. They'll be a really nice, well-coached team, and so we're going to have our hands full down there, and we have to be better defensively. After that, we play Rochester, and Rochester historically in the Division III level is as good as it gets. So we're going to have our hands full the next two games, and so we got some work to do the rest of this week.